let's take a look on how we can create more detailed curtain wall mullion. Basically, the ones you have like preloaded in the Revit file are just rectangles like this one. In 3D it looks something like this. But let's say that you want to create something more detailed. So what can you do in Revit? First, what you need to do is to create the profile family. So we will go to New Family. We will choose the metric profile mullion family template. And we will open something like this. Here you can see interior, exterior side and some help. An important thing to notice is this parameter profile usage, with this here telling me that it is a mullion. If I would put it for the generic, I can then use this profile in any of the families and situations where they are using the profile families like wall sweeps and so on. If I leave it only for the mullion, it will be available only for curtain wall mullions. So we will leave it like this because then it will be more cleaner in the project. And now let's go with the line. Let's draw our profile. So let's go something like this, just from the hand now. Okay, so I have a profile like this one. Now if I load it into my project, I have a profile family here now loaded. So I go to my curtain wall mullion, unpin it, duplicate the type. Let's put it like my custom mullion. And here under the profile, let's choose my family 3. Hit OK. And now you can see this is my profile. I was not able to like draw it perfectly, but this is not important now because I want to show you something more than this. So this is the first thing. You can modify it like this one. In 3D you can see that it is creating the 3D geometry because the mullion is just a profile that is swept along a path, and the path for the mullion is your curtain wall grid. So if I go back to my level 1, let's say that okay, this is not detailed enough for me. I want to make it more detailed, so I would go to my family and let's say that I would try to draw it like more detailed here with my lines. And let's say that I would like to create a hollow profile that it would have for some reason shape like this. And if I load it into the project, override it, you can see that I get an error because for Revit you cannot actually create hollow mullion profiles. It can be only closed loop profile, which you can see here. Valid profiles can only have a single continuous closed profile loop. So I cannot actually modify it like this. So how can I get even more detail into this one if it only can be one closed loop? So I can do it with the detail component either, or I can insert the CAD file into the project. And I'm going to show you this option. I have a curtain wall profile here, DVG, which I have cleaned. There is only like one type of line and everything is on the same layer, and there is only one layer. So always make sure to clean your DVG before you are going to import it into your family. And I'm going to use the current view only option. And let's go with the internal origin to internal origin. Hit OK. Now you can see that this is my imported CAD file. I'm not going to explode it. I'm going to leave it like this. Unpin it. I will delete this first setting, and now let's go with the profile to position it correctly. So middle and middle. And now this is my profile, but this is just the 2D element. I need to create a profile around it, which will be creating the 3D geometry. So I go with my line tool and I will just draw around this profile. So like this. Okay. And the last one. So this is my profile, which is closed and continuous, and this will be creating the 3D geometry in my Revit file. And this is my detail. Now about the visibility of this 2D detail element, I can either use the parameter yes no parameter for the visible, or I can go with the visibility and graphics overrides, where I can say that in coarse detail I do not want to see it, in medium detail I do not want to see it, and in fine level I want to see it. So I will load this family into my project, override this version, and okay, this is my new profile, it looks better. I will offset it the same as the panels, so 37. Let's go into my mullion 37 and apply. Okay, I can see that I have some discrepancy here. Let's put it into 1 millimeter less. Okay, so now this is my curtain mullion profile, which is creating the 3D geometry, as you can see in the 3D view here. So the 3D geometry is only created from the profile like this one. And now if I go with my detail levels, on the coarse level you can see that I see only this, on medium only this, and on the fine level now I can see all the detail from the CAD file I have imported into the family. So this is really nice way how you can create really detailed mullion profiles in your Revit file.